We often wonder which is the best main battle tank in the world. Which is the greatest modern MBT and why? Our top 5 analysis is based on the combined score of protection, firepower, accuracy and mobility. None of the tanks listed here have seen combat against each other during military operations yet. And even though some things, such as armor composition, are kept in high secrecy, we know a lot about these machines. Data on their protection, firing range, accuracy, capabilities of their fire control systems, and so on are widely available. So we know capabilities of each of these tanks. This analysis is based on specifications and available data. All of the tanks mentioned here are incredibly powerful and devastating. However, crew training of the tank is also an important factor, as performance of the actual tank depends from the crew performance. This list do not contains tanks that are currently under development, at the prototype stage, or tanks that never reach production. The only exception here is the Russian Armata, which was produced in small numbers for testing and evaluation, but is not yet produced in quantity. According to some reports, some units have probably already been destroyed in Ukraine. Currently, top 5 best tanks in the world are these. Let's start the countdown. Number 5. It's the Russian Armata. This tank is the only exception on this list, as the Armata has not reached production yet. Still, though, a small number of prototypes or pre-production tanks were built. These can be seen during military parades in Russia. The Armata is a new Russian main battle tank of new generation. Pre-production tanks were first publicly revealed in 2015. In 2018, Russian MOD ordered a first batch of 100 Armata tanks. The Armata is a clean sheet design with a number of advanced features. It shares little common with the current T-90. Also, the Armata is much bigger than its predecessor. Its specifications are classified. However, the Armata might be one of the most protected tanks in the world. It has newly developed base armor, made of steel, ceramics and composite materials. Also, Armata has a new Malachite add-on explosive reactive armor. It has been reported that Armata will be fitted with a new Afghanit active protection system, that is currently being developed. However, in 2018 it appeared that there are setbacks with development of the Afghanit. However, by 2018 prototypes of this system were not completed and were not ready for testing. The tank has a new countermeasures system that reduces the chance of being hit by enemy ATGW with semi-automatic guidance. This tank is operated by a crew of 3 men. All crew members are seated side by side in a well-protected armored cell, located at the front of the hull. It is the first production MBT with such crew layout. The tank can operate even with penetrated armor, as far as the crew cell is intact. The Armata is also a world's first production MBT with completely unmanned turret. It is armed with a new 125mm smoothbore gun that is more accurate than the previous Russian tank guns. This tank can launch anti-tank guided missiles in the same manner as ordinary projectiles. The gun is completed with an autoloader. This tank has a hunter-killer capability. It has been reported that this tank is fitted with a diesel engine, developing 1 + 200 horsepower. Introduction of this new Russian MBT created a stir in the West. Now a number of countries, such as Germany and UK, are looking to upgrade their tanks, or develop new designs in order to counter the threat posed by this new Russian tank. However, it turned out that this new Russian tank faced numerous design problems and technical issues. In 2019 there were unresolved technical issues with all major components of this tanks. These problems were partially caused by sanctions imposed on Russia due to military actions in Ukraine. Though once in service, the Armata will gradually replace the aging T-72, T-80 and T-90 tanks that become increasingly outdated. In 4th place, it's the British Challenger 2. It is a very capable tank. The Challenger 2 has the latest Chobham armor and is one of the most protected MBTs in the world today. It offers very high level of protection against direct fire weapons. This British tank is armed with a very accurate 120mm rifled gun. Its gun is rifled as opposed to smoothbore guns used by all other modern MBTs. Its maximum aimed range is over 5 kilometers. Currently the Challenger holds the record for longest tank-to-tank kill. Engine of the Challenger 2 is less powerful than of its Western rivals. Also it is not as fast as other MBTs. However, this tank is famous for its mechanical reliability. The Challenger 2 is in service with United Kingdom, 386, and Oman, 38. Number 3. It's the M1A2 Abrams from United States. The M1A2 SEP is a successor to the M1A2 Abrams. This tank has incredible technology and armor. Also it has seen combat. It is one of the most feared MBTs. The M1A2 SEP V3 is the most recent upgraded version, that is currently in service with the US Army. The M1A2 SEP offers significant protection against all well-known anti-tank weapons. This main battle tank uses advanced armor, reinforced with depleted uranium layers. Its firepower and accuracy are slightly inferior to that of the German Leopard 2A7 or the South Korean K2 Black Panther due to a shorter 120mm/L44 smoothbore gun. Yet this tank still packs a formidable punch. Its complex gas turbine engine offers good performance, and has a number of advantages of its own. Though requires tremendous amount of maintenance, logistical support and is thirsty on fuel. A number of older M1, M1A1 and M1A2 tanks were upgraded to this standard. The tank can be also fitted with a Tank Urban Survival Kit, TUSK, that improves survivability in urban environment. To date very few Abrams tanks have been ever destroyed in combat. The upgraded M1A2 SEP tanks is in service with United States Army, at least 900. It is planned that this tank will remain in service beyond 2050. The M1A2 SEP has not been exported yet. However, the M1A2 model has been supplied to Kuwait, 218, and Saudi Arabia, 373. Currently a new M1A2 SEP V4 with improved sights and some other improvements is being tested. It should reach operational US Army units in around 2025. Number 2. It's the K2 Black Panther from South Korea. Currently the Black Panther is one of the most advanced main battle tank in the world, outclassing anything North Korea or China have. Furthermore, it is the most expensive main battle tank to date. Deliveries of the K2 Black Panther tank commenced to the South Korean Army in 2016. As of 2017 at least 100 tanks were delivered. This tank uses composite armor of undisclosed type and explosive reactive armor modules. It is claimed that front armor withstands direct hits from 120mm tank rounds, fired from L55 guns. Its protection level is broadly similar to that of the M1A2 Abrams, considering that the K2 is much lighter. The Black Panther tank is also completed with an active protection system and countermeasures system. These further increase tank's survivability on the battlefield. This new South Korean tank is armed with the German 120mm/L55 tank gun, similar to that used on the German Leopard 2A6 and 2A7. This gun is more accurate at long ranges than the previous 120mm smoothbore tank guns. The K2 has a very advanced fire control system which can spot, track and fire automatically at visible vehicle-sized targets, and even low-flying helicopters, without needing any input from a human operator. The K2 also uses advanced munitions. The Black Panther is fitted with a powerful diesel engine. It is fast and has a state-of-the-art hydro-pneumatic suspension. And finally in first place, it's the German Leopard 2A7A1. The Leopard 2 is a proven and successful German main battle tank. It was introduced back in 1979 and was constantly upgraded ever since. During numerous international tank challenge competitions, the Leopard 2 series tanks outperformed American M1A2 SEP, British Challenger 2, French Leclerc and other tanks in terms of overall performance. The Leopard 2A7A1 is the latest operational version. German Army ordered a small batch of these tanks. Deliveries began in 2021. The Leopard 2A7A1 is well protected against conventional and urban warfare threats. It has a welded steel armor construction with composite armor at the front arc. The tank is additionally fitted with passive composite armor kit with the latest generation of passive armor. It seems that it uses new materials, including nanoceramics, and alloys made of titanium and steel. Damaged armor modules can be easily replaced in field conditions. This tank is equipped with Israeli Trophy active protection system, which destroys incoming anti-tank rockets, missiles, and even high-explosive anti-tank rounds. This system also allows to detect enemy location and attack the launch position. The Leopard 2A7A1 also offers high level of protection against landmines and improvised explosive devices. This tank is equipped with a 120mm/L55 smoothbore gun. It is loaded manually and is compatible with all standard NATO 120mm tank ammunition. The Leopard 2A7A1 is equipped with advanced sights with thermal images of new generation. There is a sophisticated fire control system, which is capable of automatic target detection and tracking. This tank has longer firing range than many other tanks. Furthermore, it can use newly developed DM11 programmable ammunition that can engage targets behind cover and within buildings, and can even shot down helicopters. This tank is operated by a crew of 4, including commander, gunner, loader and driver. This MBT is powered by a proven multi-fuel diesel engine, developing 1 + 500 horsepower. Thanks for watching Ranking Masters channel.